This exercise is an active straight leg raise into an L-sit hip flexor lift. So it's an exercise we'll quite often use for early in rehab, certainly the active straight leg raise component of it, but then also we like to use it for hip flexor rehabilitation when you've had a strained hip flexor. So the first part of this progression is your active straight leg raise. You're simply going to be lying on your back like so. I want you to squeeze this quadricep muscle, the muscle there at the front of your thigh. We're going to then lift up to around the 45-degree mark, the whole time focusing on keeping this quad contracted, and then come back down and relax. So once again, squeeze the quad, lift the leg up, hold, and then nice and gently we're going to come back down. So once you're feeling comfortable with that and you're ready to progress, we then go up into an L-sit hip flexor lift. So from here, we want to sit in this L position, okay? You don't need to focus so much on squeezing the quad for this because it will automatically happen when you lift your leg, but you want to keep the knee nice and straight and then simply lift up, again, hold, and then relax back down. Now I'm quite tight through my hamstrings here, so it does restrict how high I can lift, but your goal should always be to try and lift as high as you can. So again, up nice and tall, keep the knees straight, lift, hold, and down. And you'll feel this in your quadricep muscle, but it also starts to focus a little bit more on that upper hip flexor region up closer to the hip. Once you feel comfortable with that and you want to progress on, we'll simply add a target or something that you have to lift over. So it can start quite low, it can be a cup or something to start off with, but I'll put it just on the outside of my ankle here. Again, tall, I'm going to keep the knees straight, lift off, and I'm going to, in a very controlled fashion, touch over whatever we're utilizing, and then the same again, and coming back. Just gives a bit of an extra dimension and extra movement to that L-sit hip flexor lift. So that little progression there is your active straight leg raise through to your L-sit hip flexor lift.